Hey there everybody, welcome on back to the Cars Garage. So today I just got a nice little review planned for you guys. We're going to be taking a look at none other than Miss Darla Vanderson here. A nice little race van, of course, cheering on the king in the Piston Cup in the first Cars movie. Yeah, she was released in this year, 2022. That's this version of her. You can see her nice artwork there. It's pretty small compared to most of the artworks that I've seen this year on 2022 cars. There she is in her plastic prison, as they like to call it. The metal logo, of course, she is made of metal. But her top hat, that big hat she's wearing, the king's crown, I should say, that is, of course, plastic. On the back, nothing too exciting, because, like I said, this is a year old at this point, this car. So, a lot of old, crusty-looking cars in the back, but still, they're pretty nice. As seen in cars, Matthew True Blue McGrew, Holiday Hotshot Lightning McQueen, Marlon Clutches McKay, Mater, Sheriff, Holland Gas, and Ralph Carlo. It's kind of nice to see Holiday Hotshot McQueen because he won't be released in 2023. He probably was going to be, but they canceled Case A, and I'm sure that was the case he was probably in. So unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, because I don't want him to be a peg warmer, so I guess it's not too bad that they decided to cancel him. But yeah, Darla hasn't been released since 2016, if you can believe that. So it was nice to see her back this year, but not for long. It didn't last long because she is quite the peg warmer. Her and Matthew True Blue McGrew, both King fans, ironically, monster peg warmers on the pegs at the stores. So I just picked up a second one finally. I've been neglecting to get two because I didn't have her previously. And there's my second one. It's kind of damaged the third, mostly just right there. A little crunch on the blister there. So we're going to be opening this one, see what she's all about, because of course she's a new Thailand-made variant. I don't have the Chinese-made variant. So we can't do a comparison, unfortunately, but I've heard from and seen from pictures that they're not that different. So let's open up Darla Vanderson. Now, for some reason, Darla comes with this little plastic piece here, so I guess she doesn't fall out. I don't know. But either way, I've seen that on some other cars released this year too, like Timothy Two-Stroke, and I don't know who else, but there's quite a few. I just don't understand the point of doing that. Kind of defeats the purpose of using less plastic, because that's what that packaging is all about. Anyways, there's not really much to say about Darla. She's pretty plain car. She's just a little tiny light gray car. She's got that little, similar to Keith Cone, it's got that little line going across her bumper and her sides for some reason. Nice little blue headlights though, I like that. Zoom that in. That's very good. Looks like Mattel actually tried pretty hard with that. Nice little smile too. I like how they put the red lines on either side, so you know it's more color in the mouth rather than just looking like they just painted white. Sometimes they don't even paint the mouth, but they usually do. And the rims, I think, are probably the biggest difference from China to Thailand comparison. Definitely like painted, whereas before I believe they were silver. Now they're like painted gray. Interesting. She does have nice little mirrors. They're hard plastic, rubber, so it's nice how they look pretty nicely detailed. Hear that water in the back? That's my dog drinking. This is right next to my dog's room. I had the car's garage here. But I like her taillights too, once again. Let's try to zoom that in. They did a really good job. It looks like a very early 2000s car right there. And her license plate reads T61D635. I'm going to take that off camera to read that. I don't know, I feel like the top word on top says carburetor, but I feel like it probably doesn't. It just looks like that. Her eyes are also pretty different. They're a little blurry, but not as bad as some. And the biggest thing about her is this nice blue crown, big hat for the king. That's how she cheers on our best race car driver out there, Mr. the King. I like how it's a nice rubber too. It's really, I thought it was hard plastic, but it's not. Pretty cool. See the top part? Obviously there's a hole in the top for the hat to go in, so you could definitely take the hole out, fill it with some clay, and paint Darla however you want. Yeah, let me show you the bottom actually before we show some other cars. Her date stamp reads P48A, which means she was made the 48th week of 2022, I believe. Thailand there, you see? Pretty cool. A very simple car. It does have a nice little grille too, I forgot to mention. Let me go see if I can find any other cars that share the same model as Darla. Well, unfortunately, I guess I don't have any other cars that share the exact same model. I do have some that are pretty similar. Here's Tim Rimmer. Not the exact same though, you can tell. Darla goes up more in the back. And she's pretty light in the front. Whereas Tim's pretty equal on each side, and he's the lenticular version. Never liked those cars. Then we got Jamie. Jamie's actually probably the most similar. It's from 2010, the Final Lap series. But, once again, not the exact same model. Another pretty similar one, we got Andrea here. I don't have Maddie, who's the same as Andrea, just different color, different expression. But she's kind of the opposite of Tim. She's way too high in the front, which is a little strange. Very early 2000s car models here. And then we have Jenny Tolan, the newest one of all of them, who, once again, I think she's more similar to Tim, or Jamie, actually. Actually, yeah, she is the same as Jamie. I guess they do share the same model. Oh. That's interesting, I didn't know that. Alright. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I guess we got Lee Race here too, but he's completely different. Similar though. And then we also got some race fans. So, Marty Breakburst here, put him that there. Yeah, Christina Wheeland, Piston Cup fan. I guess so is he. Pretty general. We got another Dynaco fan of the King, Matthew True Blue McCrew. It's only Thailand car I found that didn't die this year for 2022, because he's another monster pay warmer. And then we have, the camera's moving there. Timothy Two Stroke, Lightning McQueen's fan. Actually, that's not it. I don't remember this guy's name, unfortunately, but he's that Piston Cup truck. I should know it. Another guy, I just can't remember his name right now. So again, I was gonna look it up before I started filming this video, but I didn't. Ran out of time. But anyways, those are all the Piston Cup fans that I have. Actually, I do have some more. Actually, just one. Yeah, so we'll probably showing him because that's that orange SUV. I forget what his name is also. There we go. But I also want to show you guys Mr. the King, of course. Because that is who Darla's trying to cheer on. Or Dynaco in general. But obviously she's a fan of the King. Who isn't? The King is the best racer, I would say. That was all blurry. There we go. Pretty cool. She has that nice little crown emulating the King, because the King wears a crown. He rules with Dynaco. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for today. Nice little quick review of Darla Vanderson here. I always wondered why her name is Vanderson. I think that would work better on a van. She is just a little small car. You would think they would have used that last name, Vanderson, on an actual minivan. Like this guy. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. The next review, I don't know who it's going to be, but I got a lot. Obviously, last time we did Murray Clutchburn. And this is only my second review, so there's many, many more to come. I'll see you guys next time in the Cars Garage.